Hey guys, another video from the Anti-Nerd, and today I'm bringing the Chameleon from the animated series of Spider-Man, the Marvel Legends, a retro wave of Spider-Man that's been going on since 2020, and this year already we got 3 new figures with the same Toy Biz old retro package homage. Today I'm bringing the Chameleon. As I said before in my previous videos, I consider this one of the best waves of all time, especially Spider-Man wise, because it brings different references to different sources of material of Spider-Man, such as the comic book like modern era as Spider-Boy and Agent Venom, as well as old 90s animated series as this Chameleon and the Spider-Man Unlimited, and also brings the Kane reference from the 90s comic book Clone Saga, and another comic book modern reference, which is the new female Electro, and at this moment is the only figure I didn't find. But anyway, let's take a look at Chameleon here. The description says the half-brother of Kraven the Hunter and enemy of Spider-Man, Chameleon is a master of disguise and ultimate undercover spy. So you can see my animated series video from Toy Biz action figures that I did previously on the channel to check the original Chameleon that this one's trying to play a homage. I really like this artwork that I put in the retro card. I think it's really interesting and quite expressive. It doesn't remind quite the style of the animated series, more comic book, but at the same time this is a total animated series outfit as far as I know, because Chameleon has different suits in other source materials of Spider-Man. So if you're really into the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s, the original one, I think you should grab this figure. So let's take a look at this guy out of the packaging. I don't throw any package away because I really like them. I think it's part of the fun of collecting, and especially those retro ones that are so nice looking, right? So let's take a look at the accessories. It comes with 2 guns, which I believe this one's very similar to the one that came with Agent Venom. However, has a different painting. This one is more gray. And as you can see, I usually use the little knife here to cut the tape, right? So he comes with these 2 grabbing hands and also 2 fist hands, and that's it. And also with this gun here that reminds me a little bit of the gun that came with the 3-pack Taskmaster. The one that comes with the Iron Patriot and the other guy, Doctor Doom, right? I think that the painting of this figure is very well done. It's very similar to the source material. I don't have much complaints of how the figure looks. Usually I pull the legs like this so he can jump out of the blister. Woo, I'm out, guys. And I think it has some little details that I like. For example, the belt and the necklace, and also that strap that he has on his chest. He's pinless, as you can see, and his head sculpt's very nice. It's very sinister, quite scary, and he has this shoulder things there. But let's take a look at one of the most interesting accessories, which is the mask of J.J. Jameson. I wish they put some extra heads, as they did in the old Toy Biz action figure. But you know, they gave this weird item of J. Jameson, which unfortunately I don't have the retro figure, otherwise I would replace with him to try it out. His joints are a little hard on this one, but I don't have much problems with it. As you can see, there's a twist articulation here that I like. The feet are really hard to move right now since it's brand new. And the torso doesn't have the ball joint, which for some people it kind of ruins the figure. For me, I don't have much a problem. Of course, the ball joint looks better, but I don't have much problem with it because I think that overall this figure looks really, really good and accurate to the animated series. However, I am not currently watching or too much involved with the animated series aesthetics, so currently I'm more interested in comic book approaches. But I bought this figure mostly to do the review on the channel, and I don't regret it. I think it's a great figure to look at because almost every figure of this retro package is really cool to look at. So this mask of J.J. Jameson, I think you're supposed to hold it, but it's kind of strange to hold it because it quite doesn't fit as you would expect for him to hold. but it does have a little place so you can put his finger on it. Just check how this looks. And tell me in the comments which villain do you think it's the best released under this collection. And if you think that some villain that's missing or a certain look that's missing, I'm personally more invested in some of the more modern 21st century versions of the characters that I would like to see at Marvel Legends, such as the early Ultimate Spider-Man. I think there's a lot to explore there. And also the Humberto Ramos style of artwork. I would love to see that, since he drew such iconic stories of Spider-Man, such as the Superior Spider-Man and also the main storylines of the Amazing Spider-Man magazine, after and before the Amazing Spider-Man, which is a run. I think it's a run that it's not the best Spider-Man run of all time, but has its value and it's important to the modern comic books of Spider-Man. And I think it has a very unique style of Humberto Ramos that I really like his artwork. Let's do some poses with this guy and see how it goes. I like to hold the gun like that because I think it just looks very badass. So let's compare him to some other figures of Spider-Man. We have here the Unlimited Spider-Man from the same wave as the Chameleon. They're pretty much about the same height, but Spider-Man Limited is a little shorter. So comparing Chameleon with Kane from the same wave, as you can see, they have similar height. And then let's compare with Agent Venom. Agent Venom is a little shorter than him. They both look pretty badass. I think this wave just kicked a lot of ass in the villain choices. Has like 4 villains and 2 heroes. This is a comparison between the Chameleon and Spider-Boy. Spider-Boy uses the same body mode as the Ultimate Spider-Man, but this time he's pinless. I really dig Spider-Boy, and it's the next review that's gonna come out in the channel. So here's a comparison with the Spider-Man from the animated series of VHS pack. They look really good together, right? What animated Spider-Man series you guys think that's better, the VHS 2-pack or the cel-shaded from Walmart? And here's a comparison with retro Spider-Man. Without this guy, the success of this first wave, we wouldn't got the other ones, right? So this guy deserves its props. So since Hasbro did some extra heads, let's do some fun here and swap with the heads that I already have. This is from the Cannon Blast retro pack from Iron Man, and I think it looks kind of funny. This is obviously the Big Lebowski, or as you can call him also, Thor from Endgame. This is the Nick Fury head from the Shield 3-pack, which I think it looks really dope. And this is one head that came with the original Toy Biz one, which would be the animated series Spider-Man. I think it looks kind of funny. And that was it, guys. Another Marvel Legends Spider-Man retro review from the current wave, Chameleon. I think it looks really badass and it's very animation accurate. The fact that he's pinless and his paintings and face sculpt are so good, I think it deserves a good spot on the collection. See you guys.